Hey, what's up? It's Deanna. So I saw this on eBay. It was on an auction and it was listed in the wrong category and did not have a description that would help dealers or collectors find it. And I saw it and I was so excited and I was hoping and praying that nobody else bid on it because these things are quite valuable. This is a German Galuba and Hoffman fashion lady doll, and it's from about 1910 to 1915, and she's got her original dress on. Now, I sweated out for 7 days that this auction was on, and look how original she is, by the way. She has her original clothing, and like she even has little shoes that are painted on, and this is amazing. And so this was like known as like a George V or an Edwardian style lady, or what's known also as a Gibson girl. And you can see she has like a bouffant do. And so I sweat this out for 7 days. And at the last second, I went in there and I placed a bid with 3 seconds to the auction ending. And that usually helps you when you're bidding on eBay on an auction. Go in at the last few seconds of the auction, because if somebody else placed a bid, they won't get outbid, and you know, like they won't get a notice that they're being outbid, and they won't go in there and raise up the price on you. So that helps you get things for much cheaper. So what I do is I go in the last few seconds, right when the clock is ticking down, and that doesn't give anyone else a chance to counter bid and go higher. So I won her. And I won her for a really, really cheap price, which I couldn't believe. And since it was in the wrong location on eBay under the wrong category and not listed correctly, not barely anybody saw it. So only like two other people bid, but they put a low bid. So I was like so excited. Now, this is something I do as a hobby on eBay. It's treasure hunting, I call it. And I look for these sleepers that are valuable and to get them for really cheap, because I can't afford to pay what they're worth. I can't. So that's the only way I add things to my collection. Now, sometimes I do pay full price when I save up my money for things and I can't find sleepers for that particular item. But going on eBay and doing what I do is equivalent to like if you like to go metal detecting. Now, I don't have a metal detector. I want one of those pieces of equipment so bad. I've always wanted to go metal detecting. But this is my way of doing metal detecting at home, sitting in a chair. So I go treasure hunting. So she's really, really great. Again, she's got her original clothing. Now, it is tattered. It is worn. She has her original wig. And look at that. And her wig is like in a, look at the bouffant style. They had styled it. And on the back of her head, she has like a little silk flower in there. And again, she has her gorgeous, gorgeous original gown. And it has a little bustle in the back, as you can see here. And underneath her dress, I mean, they really did not skimp on detail. Again, look at this. Her arms, this arm is like coming loose. It's not broken. It just needs a piece of elastic in there. I could fix that. But look, she's got little panties or pantaloons under there. And this is fantastic. I mean, really, really a fantastic old German doll. Now, these are rare. You don't see too many of these. Now, they also made things called bathing beauties, and they were ladies like this in bathing suits of the day. So like knitted bathing suits, and they had all different elaborate little costumes and wigs. But you don't really see the fashion ladies very often when you're collecting Galuba and Hoffman pieces. And so I was so thrilled to get this Gibson girl. And I'm going to show you, actually, I'm going to do a cutaway in a second and show you somebody who brought in Galuba and Hoffman bathing beauty dolls on the Antiques Roadshow, and what the guy had to say about it. So stay tuned, watch that video, and if you can, give me a thumbs up and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys all soon. So long.
Inherited these dolls from my mother, and they were purchased by my grandmother. I know my grandmother lived in New York City from when she was probably 22 to 28.
Well, your little figurines or dolls are referred to as bathing beauties. That's the collector's term for them today, and they're very popular. They were often sold in resort areas near the ocean, and these particular ones were made in Germany by a company called Galuba and Hoffman.
Okay.
And there are many companies that made bathing beauties, but this is the creme de la creme. And these particular ones are very nice because they're not only small and detailed, but they have all the original clothing, the original wigs, made about 1915.
Wow, okay.
So we do have a couple with damage, but the ones that are perfect would retail for about $400 each. The damaged ones would be somewhat less than that. You would figure about $2,000 for the grouping of them.
Well, great.